When Dustin returned to Peaceful Medical Center, everything that had been smashed and damaged had been cleaned up. The whole clinic was like new again. Dahlia was sleeping on the table, leaning on it with a slightly haggard look on her beautiful face and eyebrows slightly furrowed, looking at her. Dustin felt a complicated mix of emotions and couldn't help but feel grateful. After all, she had saved Gregory's life. He took off his coat and draped it over Dahlia. Dahlia trembled all over and instantly woke up. "You're back? Are you hurt?" "I'm fine, thank you for today," Dustin said politely. "Don't mention it. It's only right for me to take care of Mr. Jones when he's injured," Dahlia said, pursing her lips. "Have you eaten? Are you hungry?" "A little." "You want your usual, spaghetti bolognese? Thank you." "Wait a moment." Without much ado, Dustin walked into the kitchen and began to skillfully cook the dish. In the 3 years of their marriage, whenever Dahlia came back late and hungry, he would prepare a midnight snack for her. Especially spaghetti bolognese, she never got tired of it. But at some point, the distance between them grew farther and farther, and their relationship became more and more estranged. Eventually, they ended up divorcing. "Here's your spaghetti." About 15 minutes later, Dustin brought up a steaming plate of spaghetti bolognese. "It smells so good." Dahlia sniffed, immediately digging in. In no time, she had finished the bowl of pasta, even drinking up all the sauce. "The taste is amazing. It seems like your cooking skills have improved." Dahlia gave a rare smile. "Maybe it's just that you haven't eaten it in a long time," Dustin said suddenly. "Is that so? Maybe." Dahlia's gaze became a little dim. Unknowingly, 3 years had passed. Over time, many things that had once been routine had become second nature to Dahlia. She had grown accustomed to having someone bring her warm clothes when the weather turned cold, to having someone cook for her whenever she felt hungry, and to having someone by her side when she was ill. But when those routines changed, she found herself at a loss. "Dustin, will we be able to return to what we were before?" After a moment of silence, Dahlia suddenly asked. Dustin, who was about to wash the dishes, froze for a moment and was speechless for a while. Could they go back to the past? Maybe a while back, they could have. At one point, he even wished that she would say so. But now... Ring ring ring. At that moment, a phone started ringing. Dustin put down his fork and answered, greeted by a gentle and crisp voice. "Hey honey, where are you? Do you want to come out for a late-night snack together? This is a great opportunity for you to get me drunk." "I can't go tonight. Gregory's not feeling well, I have to stay home and take care of him," Dustin replied awkwardly. "Gregory is sick? Then I'll come over right away." Natasha said anxiously. "No need, it's just a minor illness, nothing serious," Dustin quickly responded. "Gregory is getting old. We shouldn't be careless about it. How about this, I'll send someone over tomorrow to help take care of him." "That's too much trouble. I can take care of him myself. You're a big man, clumsy, and prone to making mistakes. You'll inevitably overlook something. I'll send an experienced caretaker over to take care of Gregory's daily needs, and that's settled," Natasha declared, leaving no room for argument. "All right then." After thinking about it, Dustin finally agreed. Having someone around to accompany Gregory would make it safer to avoid any further accidents. "Oh, by the way, there's one more thing. Immortanol has already made a name for itself, but if we want to sell it everywhere, we'll need to find a few agents. Tomorrow, I'll be holding an open recruitment at Mirage. You as the major shareholder, can't be absent," Natasha said. "Okay, I'll definitely be there tomorrow." After hanging up the phone, Dustin met a pair of resentful eyes. "That was Natasha who just called, right? Talking on the phone so late at night, it seems like your relationship with her is not ordinary," Dahlia said in a sour tone. "We're just enough. You don't need to explain anything to me. I'm not interested in listening. Take care of Gregory well, I'll go back to rest," Dahlia said, getting up and leaving before Dustin could even respond. Dustin shook his head. He was rendered speechless by Dahlia's behavior. What was that all about? The following morning, the council hall at Mirage was packed with people who had gathered for the distributorship of Immortanol. Ever since the press conference held by the Harmon family, news of the popular medicine had spread across Swinton, and many wealthy people were looking to get a piece of the action. As Matt and Julie walked in, Matt turned to Julie and asked, "Can that Harvey guy really help me get a distributorship?" "Of course. Harvey is a key member of Harmon Pharmaceuticals, and he has influential people supporting him. If he's willing to help, it's a guarantee," Julie replied confidently. "Fantastic. I'll make sure to show my appreciation generously after the deal is done," Matt replied, feeling energized. The Laney family was struggling, and they desperately needed a way to revive their fortunes. Immortanol was that chance. Therefore, this was an opportunity that could not be missed. Matt, you're too kind. A small favor like this is nothing. Julie smiled as Julie was speaking. She suddenly frowned. What is that piece of trash Dustin doing here? Matt followed her gaze and saw Dustin's face, feeling a sense of irritation as he remembered their encounter a few days ago. Since they had bumped into Dustin today, they needed to humiliate him somehow. Let's have some fun with him, Matt said coldly to Julie, then walked towards Dustin. Well, if it isn't Rhys. Are you also trying to be a distributor for Harmon? Rhys? He's nothing but a piece of trash. Why would the Harmon family work with someone like him without any qualifications? Julie added sarcastically. I don't have the qualifications? Do you have the qualifications to work with the Harmon family then? Dustin sneered. Why wouldn't we? The manager here, Harvey, is like a brother to me. As long as I say the word, it will be easy to get the distributorship. Julie replied arrogantly. Dustin shook his head and replied, Really? I don't think that would be the case. I believe the Harmon family won't give you the distributorship. What? You say they won't give it to us, and they won't? Who do you think you are? Julie sneered. Dustin smiled faintly and said, Me? I'm the chief physician of the Rhys family, and I'm also the major shareholder of Immortanol.